Hello, all you attractive people. And that includes Appleman6, apparently. I was told to say this. I do appreciate we've got a lot of support in the chat right now. I do appreciate everybody being so positive and so kind. Senmaru, thank you for the head pat there. Why is my head pat not working? There it is. My head has been successfully patted. Really quickly, I'm going to say I'm Little Karibo. I'm the host, but I have a lot of subs and bits to read out. So really quickly, thank you to PJ Shoes for following. Thank you to Sad Potato 813 in Roman numerals. Thank you for the follow. GG Haro, thank you for the follow. And late as always, the Tardy Bard, thank you for the follow. Appleman6, thank you for the 1,000 bits, and you've given more than that. You gave 1,490. No, 1,500 in total, I believe. Thank you for the 1,500 bits there, Appleman. You love the content and the streams. Thank you. I love that you love them. Snow the First, thank you for resubscribing at Tier 1 for 15 months in a row, 19 total. I'm playing the Apollo Justice Trilogy right now. This is a very Ace Attorney-filled day. And yes, indeed, it's going to be even more full now. Mr. Snikey, thank you for resubscribing at Tier 1 for 32 months. Bought the new Apollo Justice Trilogy on PC, so now I can play every Ace Attorney game on a bigger screen. Let the Ace Attorney hype begin. Hey! Now you can see Clavia leaning over you in big HD dimensions.
You can see him being orange in HD.
Yeah.
The orange comes through with great clarity.
Yeah.
As
does fire.
gracefully.
Was just Jerry. Thank you for resubscribing with Prime for 31 months. Hold it. Take that. Throws Prime sub at LK. Thank you for the Prime sub, Was just Jerry. Elsa Zelda Ice, thank you for the 200 bits. Mr. Snikey, thank you for the 200 bits. The acing of attorneys must begin. Yes, we are about to begin acing. Cornflakes, thank you for the 500 bits. Anyone order some bits? I do appreciate you fueling that hype train that unfortunately ended before the stream began, but thank you so much for getting us hyped. And Black Kappa 17, thank you for resubscribing with Prime for 28 months there. I'm going to test these alerts because I can't tell if they're going off like they should be because we were in a different screen. So really quickly, let me see if I can get this to do anything. We're going to just click a random thing. We're going to do Tachibana-san. Yes. There we go. I'm glad to know that's working. All right, speaking of working, we are working for the weekend. We're in the weekend and we're working for it. So let me introduce my co-hosts of the stream. We are joined by, first off, ready with a gay update, I'm sure. We have the lovely Marin Miller. Hi, Marin.
Yo! It is I, Marin Miller, here today with your gay update.
Wow.
And I'm...
Yeah.
Little brats, it's time for your gay update.
Little brat.
From
Yay.
Senior Queer.
Who's the brat?
You're a brat.
It's true.
I'm sorry, it was too real. I had to laugh.
Too accurate. Too accurate.
But yes, my gay update. Oh, y'all, we've got some motherfucking Ace Attorney content. Hooray. The new Apollo Justice trilogy just came out. So, and apparently there's like a photo mode or like a
Green screen
thing
mode.
where you can a green screen mode. So make sure you send all your weird shit to me. I'm probably gonna regret asking that, but you know, it doesn't
Especially if
matter.
it's on the sexy side of weird, you know?
Yeah, the sexy side of weird. Like, no scat. That's about where we draw the line.
I don't
but...
think the game lets you do that.
Yeah, I don't think
You
there's an
don't know
option
that.
Do you, man? Can you imagine?
I
like,
don't want to.
If you
We'll
saw
find
a
a way.
picture of something like that, and then I would personally just be like, "Wow, the legs!" Like, more, it's like a Muppet watching Muppet Scat. You just
No.
you're more
Yeah.
I
shocked
can't
You
relate
by the
to
bottom
that
half.
This
situation.
isn't Meet the Feebles. All right. Thank
right,
you
well,
to
yeah,
Tower
so go
Mom for
out there.
bonking Marin. Even Tower Mom has turned against you. You've lost the
Go out
support.
there.
Here's one.
Here's one.
Be all that you can be.
Thank you,
With that
Darwin,
photo
for the
mode.
here's one. Taro Mom, thank you for the bonking, Marin. And Darwin C, thank you for the here's one. Sorry, were you not done?
No, I think that's it.
All right. Now,
Shoot code!
Shoe Guard indeed, Goku SS400. I appreciate you alerting the Shoe Guards to the evil that is afoot on our stream. We're also joined by, and I want to preface this by saying we agreed that this is how I was going to introduce Soupy. That conniving bitch, Soupy.
How could you?
I know, this betrayal will not stand. Soupy, hi.
That's fine. Hi. Hope everybody's
phrase
doing
it.
well. Another Ace Attorney thing I
Oh.
just remembered is that Capcom said like the series isn't dead, but we haven't seen any evidence of that. So
Wait,
Where's
what?
the evidence?
the other day they were like, yeah, the series will go on, but it's like,
Yeah, trust us.
It's-
trust
Hold it.
us.
when?
Hold it. Push them.
Yeah.
Down the
Bizarre.
stairs.
Bizarre. That is a bizarre statement to make after like silence for that long.
Well, because they
Right.
literally haven't said anything since like I think it was 2017.
Right.
2017 or 2018 when they were like, yeah, we're definitely going to be doing Ace Attorney on the Switch like this year. And then they never said anything again.
Interesting. Mr. Snikey, thank you for the phrasing redeem there. We're also joined by the fantabulous Karina. Hi, Karina.
Hello, that's me. Yay.
Gonna give a shout out to
I-
Drawfee Show real quick.
Thank you. I'm also excited about the new wave of Ace Attorney content. I was using air quotes. I'm like, yeah.
It's one of those
Air
half-hearted
new.
waves.
I mean, they re-released the games, but it means that there's more people excited about it again. And
It's-
then there's more collabs coming out, like the weird tofu collab. Ugh, I love it.
I like
I
to
can't
think...
wait
Take what I
until they're
can
like,
get.
I can't wait till they're like, wow, the second trilogy did really well, so we should just re-release the first trilogy again.
They're really pushing this trilogy.
bit.
Oh, yeah,
They're-
totally.
You guys love
So
the
much
green screen
promo.
mode. We're bringing it out with the original trilogy now.
At this point, I'm just like, please, Daddy, please give me more content. Just a little
Yeah.
squish. Come on.
Jewelry jelly.
Crumbs.
Daddy, I know it's gonna
Please.
be mid. Dad, I know it's gonna be mid.
I just
I'll
We
Well,
already
I'll
know it's
still
gonna
take
suck. Just
it.
give it to us. We'll take anything.
Jewelry jelly, thank you for the do the la 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 do the la 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 redeem. We're doodling.
a crumb of dopamine, please.
Yeah,
Just a
right.
little.
I don't know if I want to take my dopamine in the form of crumbs.
Oh, Snow the First says,
Sometimes
I
that's all you
believe-
get.
Yeah.
Snow the First says, I believe the issue is that they legit cannot find anyone to be the main writer. And I have news
Oh.
for everyone here. I'm a writer. And not only am I a writer, I've written 25,000 words of begging fan fiction about Miles Edgeworth and Phoenix Wright. I'm very qualified for this position.
It's like how I'm very qualified to make Yu-Gi-Oh because I made Yu-Gi-Oh abridged. It's just like a
Absolutely.
one-to-one.
Yeah.
I
I've
am
written on the kink meme. Let me in.
Yeah.
Coach.
Yeah.
Like and it's I think it's fair. I think it's fair and it's right and correct morally.
All
Shall we?
right.
I agree.
Well, yes, it sounds like we're all excited about Ace Attorney right now. It sounds. Oh. Thank you, Vampiro. Thank you, Vampiro, for the resub at tier 2 for 41 months. Hashtag penis.
Yeah.
And of course,
did
it played a
Yay.
clip from Kamen Rider Fies there, and I was going to sing Can You Feel? But I don't want to say that after saying hashtag penis. So,
Can you feel the
Can you-
hashtag penis?
Hashtag penis.
Vampiro, thank you for that resub. Oh, Dark Jade is here with a recap. Last time on Dual Destinies, Phoenix managed to get a courtroom to hold the trial that Aura wanted, using the one which was blown up all the way back in Case 1. That's right, we are in the
Oh,
desiccated
yeah.
husk of the
The
courtroom.
trash room.
We're in the trashy courtroom. Unfortunately, instead of defending Simon, we're actually doing so for Athena, due to Aura believing that Athena was the one to kill her mother. And even worse, it seems like Athena has some black psyche locks, with this meaning that she has a secret that she is keeping subconsciously without being aware of it. TBC. I don't know if that means the recap will be continued, or if that means we are continuing. But Dark Jade also mentioned earlier that there might
I
need
think
to
that
be...
means torture balls cock.
Is that what the Black Psyche locks are about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, we could have broken Kristoff so easy.
Oh my god.
Bring
Hang
him
on.
back.
Are the locks just like different
Torture balls,
kinks, and you unlock the first one by like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
kink slamming them?
Yeah. So you have to figure out what each one is.
My god. His kinky locks, I guess. But Dark Jade also mentioned earlier that we might need some sort of content warning for something coming up with a testimony or some. I'm not entirely sure what, because obviously I've never played this, so I'm not really sure what's coming up.
Is it
I
another
don't
like
remember.
You can look
another
it up.
Let
like
me see if I can.
unaliving
I
thing?
can look it up.
I don't think it's that, but... Oh, here we are. Quick word of warning. You might need a content warning for the stream or the following one due to some disturbing images. It'll be during the cross-examination of Simon, namely the mood matrix.
Oh, probably maybe gore
Could
or
be.
blood.
Probably.
I assume that's what the mature rating is for in general. It's just the
Yeah, because we
blood.
did have a big
Yeah.
pool of blood before.
So mostly be warned that this game is rated M for mature, I guess.
Be warned that there might be
this is
blood.
the most M part of the game. How
Yeah.
about that?
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
less exciting Daniel Day-Lewis. There might be blood.
Miss
Alright.
Inkwitch says Simon Blackwell's own Ace Attorney OC alias tortures bald cock.
He has nothing to do in prison but write stories, so.
Same, bro.
Dark,
That was my whole childhood.
Dark Jade says, not only that, forceful attempts to remove black locks by presenting evidence can cause permanent emotional and spiritual damage, which might have happened to
yeah.
Kristoff. And yeah, you'll see. All right.
Well, we want to break him emotionally and spiritually.
Yeah.
That
He
is
got
the
his
goal.
balls
for
cock
Kristoff.
tortured, so. So then he
Balls
went crazy.
It's
like-
not cock and balls anymore. It's balls cock.
His balls cock.
I retweeted, or at least I replied to an old tweet that was making the rounds because of WrestleMania coming out, and I think there was some sort of tie-in with some sort of video game with wrestling recently. But I replied to a clip where Michael Cole on commentary was referring to the New Day coming out as with Final Fantasy theming, and he says, "I think I saw Moogle and Chocobo out there." And I like to think
That
that
is so natural.
oh, the Twitch chat isn't appearing on screen. Isn't appearing on screen. Hang on, Scream.
Yeah, I don't think I see it.
What's that about? Hang on, let me fix that. Anyway, I like
Oh,
to
yeah.
think that Mooglin Chocobo is his Final Fantasy XIV character. That he was like, I saw my guy out there.
His name is
Cannibal.
Mooglin Chocobo.
His middle initial is N.
Yeah.
Google and Chocobo.
Refresh browser when scene becomes active. I don't know if that'll make
There
a
was-
difference.
There was one time where I went to someone's house and we were all playing. There was like a new Facebook game called like where you took care of chocobos.
Hmm.
And it was just a little browser game. You fed them and you could like try and get the different colors and stuff. And we were playing with this one person who was not a gamer, but they really liked the game. They thought it was, or they didn't play Final Fantasy, I don't think, at the time. And then they were like, I love my, and we were talking about it with them in person, and they called them a Kokobo. And we were like, oh no.
It's like, is it too late to correct them?
Yeah,
I like
my friend and I
Kokobo.
started. It is cute.
I think
We
that
didn't
is cute.
correct her because I was like, "Oh, it's so cute." Like, me and my friend just sort of smiled at each other, and then the person was like, "What?" And we were like, "We don't want to say anything." It's too cute.
All right, I fixed the chat. Yes, for those of you who don't know,
There it
Streamlabs, I had multiple issues going live today, but the main one, well, actually the main one that was throwing me off was I had my background on VTube Studio changed because I was recording something, so I didn't realize I was basically covering everything with my VTube Studio background. But then Streamlabs, I guess, was down until right before the stream started. So thank you, Appleman6. Thank you for stopping by. Great to see you. Thank you again for being so generous. So
Ciao, ciao.
the autopsy has not yet been updated, Glitch Gaming. I don't think we've done that. I know Edgeworth is ready and at attention and ready to
His
update it.
nipples are hard and ready.
Thinking
Loves
about
updating
He loves
everything.
autopsy because it has the word top in it.
He's so desperate for control.
I'll take
This
He'll
poor
do
man.
anything.
This guy's
Poor man's
all...
father died in an elevator right next to him. He has issues with control.
It's not yet Christmas, Missing Quitch. All right, but it is almost my birthday in less than a week. On
Almost
Hell yeah.
birthday means it's not your birthday.
Saturday coming up is going to be my
Got
birthday.
'em.
All right. Do we feel like playing Ace Attorney?
No.
Oh. No.
I think that's a
we should
lie.
just chat.
What if we just keep sitting here and talking for the next 3 hours?
I mean, a lot of Twitch streams are
Does,
that.
does next April 1st happen to
could
be
do
a
that.
Sunday?
What's
Does
that?
what?
April 1st?
Is April? Yeah, is this April 1st a Sunday by any chance?
Let me
Because it would be
check.
really
Check this
funny
out.
just to start the
Oh.
stream but never
Not.
play the game.
Oh,
And be like,
no.
all right, let's get this game
Aw.
started.
It's
Oh,
one
a
day
Monday.
off. It's one day off.
Man,
That's transphobic.
yeah.
Well, we could stream on Monday. We could be like, let's
and
stream Ace Attorney
And
on Monday.
420 is
and
on
then
the
just
Saturday.
not stream.
We
This
do
is
not.
the worst year.
It's worst April.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me get the music playing. The courtroom soundtrack that presumably Gumshoe brings in on a stereo boombox.
Let's see what my birthday falls on. It is on a Monday. Boo.
No.
Not a good year.
All right.
Goodness.
I've turned the game audio down a little bit just in case because I know we had some issues hearing certain characters last time.
Namely me.
I don't remember who it was, honestly. But, all right. I think we're ready. Edge,
Witness, please state your name and occupation. Martin just screamed the word edge.
Edge. I didn't quite get to Edge.
That was the point.
Oh,
It's the robot. And that's you, Martin.
oh, right. I forget what I did. My name is not Witness. My name is Punko.
See, when your robot voice is always the same, it's easy to not remember. You can just do the robot voice. Yes. Nope, that's not a robot.
Yes, yes.
We learned something about Edgeworth.
Yes.
He is a robot.
Wow.
Yes, I realize that. But when you are at the witness stand, you are the witness.
Kuwakata. Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Vampiro, for the Kuwagata. Oja. No, I'm not. I'm Punko. Say it with me. Punko.
Witness. What an utterly inflexible little robot. What is with that worry?
Yeah, that was a weird face on his part, I've got to say. I wish I'd hesitated before clicking because that was weird.
I'm
I'm
sure
sure
we'll
it'll be
flex him
back.
again. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the last person you should be calling. Whoa, hold the fuck on.
Yowie in
He
my
was-
courtroom?
We were so distracted by the eyebrows.
Koku, thank you for the Kuwagata. You're the last person you should be calling anybody inflexible.
You can't even fucking missionary position.
You need to stretch.
You can't even fold your legs.
You remind me of my grandchild who just learned his own name. Oh, how precious.
My grandchild, Kokobo.
Here's one.
Rock Ruler, thank you for that. Here's one. Thank you for the hydrate command, ironically coming from Dry Oasis.
All right, Ponko. I'm going to ask you some questions.
And burp in your face.
That's my female boner.
Questions? you have questions? I also have questions now. Hooray! What are your questions?
I want to know where babies come from, and if you were there at the scene of the murder of Metis Sykes.
Why are you asking a robot that first question?
I don't know
My
where they
father
come
died when I was young, so
I'm tired of waiting. I need to know. They come from a store. Do they come from the stork? It
Stork
was 7
store.
does the
years.
stork buy them
stork
from the
store.
store?
The baby store.
Every once in a while, until he pisses me off, I look at her and I'm like, I'm gonna take you back to the dog store.
Valid.
It was 7 years ago, on the 7th of October, around 2 p.m. in the robotics lab.
Certainly. Just one moment. Searching data. Search complete. Yes, I was there in the robotics lab.
This robot did it.
Arrest the robot.
It would seem this robot's testimony is necessary to this case after all. Bitch.
This is great. I just knew Ponko must have seen something important.
A murder committed right before this poor little girl's eyes. It's inexcusable.
And rude. The judge seems ready to adopt Ponko as another grandchild.
You're coming home with me.
He loves the
Just
robot.
like me, for real, for real.
So, little Ponko, do you think you can give us your testimony today?
He's only excited because he thinks he can play Genshin Impact on it.
What I saw.
Can you play Doom on Ponko and Clonko?
Yes, but only the floppy disk version.
Can Ponko jailbreak a 3DS?
When is
Nintendo,
Skyrim coming out for Ponko and Clonko?
Nintendo has announced a callback on all Ponkos and Plonkos.
Oh my god.
No.
I went to the robotics lab at about 2 p.m. for my regular recharge. Just as I was about to charge up, Athena came in and hugged Mommy Metis. And then Mommy Metis's Mommy Milkers fell down. After that, I was recharging, so I don't know anything. After I charged up, I was cleaning the room, and Mr. Simon came in. And then an error occurred. There is no data after that point.
Okay, so obviously that's an issue.
Well, it sounds like the defendant was, without question, at the scene.
My data gets corrupted when I'm at the scene all the time.
However, it doesn't appear that the witness saw the actual moment of the murder.
I disagree. This testimony shows that the defendant did indeed have massive mommy milkers. No, the victim had massive mommy milkers.
I mean,
Edgeworth, stay away from Athena.
And the defendant did indeed commit the crime. I corrected myself.
Yeah, suddenly you're very flexible.
To be fair, this is not a man who could ever truly identify massive mommy milkers.
He's just guessing.
Yeah.
Just points
He's like,
generally.
we don't know.
He's like, does that mean they have a nice cow? And the cow has had a family?
He has
They have a
trauma
cow
from
family?
he went to a birthday party and they were playing Pin the Mommy Milkers on the mommy and he got him in the wrong place and he cried. They all made
Didn't know
fun
what
of
to
him.
do.
He put
I
them
hate
between
that
her
game.
legs.
Yeah. Is this it?
He put
Why
them on
are
her
you
behind.
laughing?
What?
Put them on
Very
her face.
traumatic story for him.
What?
This is where we find out Miles Edgeworth cannot perceive females.
We had that. We had that in
Yeah.
the investigations game.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's true.
At the end of the day, we mustn't forget that this witness is still a machine. Being a robot, its understanding and capacity to express itself are limited.
Speak for yourself.
So what are you suggesting?
I don't get it.
I don't know. The witness's statements need to be interpreted.
Okay.
Thankfully, I speak robot.
Oh yes, for example, the terms hugged and then later fell down.
He thinks the word hug is a foreign language because he's
Well-
never had one.
Yeah.
You lack love in your life. What a piece of shit. Adults don't usually fall down after being hugged by a child unless they're known as
have you
Miles
ever-
Edgeworth.
Have you ever been hugged by Pearl?
Bail
She's
hug.
running real fast and she can't slow down.
I'm gonna make you tap out.
She
They
glomps you.
don't, but
It's a glomp.
Go on.
Yes. What this witness's statements are telling us is that the defendant stabbed the victim with the murder weapon during this moment.
It's a hell of a reach there, but
The mommy milkers fell down. Right.
what?
Look at that dumper.
No. That's where it dumps all its data.
Before Miss Sykes hugged Dr. Sykes, did the two of them converse? Did she say, "I'm gonna kill you"?
Yes, they did. They spoke to each other very loudly, but I don't know what they said. Athena is usually so quiet, so I was surprised.
Bikurishita. Spoke very loudly. We can interpret this to mean they argued.
Bit of a Max Headroom moment there from Edgeworth.
We.
I see. Murder after a heated argument. And then the victim fell down.
Ow.
I agree that it does sound like a reasonable interpretation. However, Ponko doesn't seem to remember anything that happened after that.
Ponko's mind drew a Blanco. When I am recharging, thank you, I go into sleep mode. But I remember everything before that. I have a very good memory.
You may as well admit defeat now, right? A cross-examination would be useless.
Don't be ridiculous. A cross-examination is never useless.
Until now. Think about it. Robots don't lie.
Wait.
They don't know how to do that.
Vampiro, thank you for the 10 bits. Does Blanco remember his birth like Dwight Schrute?
Yes. Came out of the birth canal.
I forget the dialogue. I wish I could say it.
I remember darkness, suddenly a rush of air.
Something like that. I don't know.
This robot is both an important witness and valuable evidence at the same time.
Nevertheless, I will have my cross-examination. And my pudding.
With you later in bed.
I see you haven't changed. You never were the one to worry about it, but what is wrong with me today?
Oh, you got this. You got this.
I see you haven't changed. You never were one to worry about wasting time.
Ninja Warlord, thank you for the 10 bits. Would you wear a monocle and top hat when playing Great Ace Attorney? That's a great idea.
Attorney.
I need a little...
Gotta add that to the
Sherlock
throne.
Holmes.
We
Well, I think they
should
mean...
all show up in period costumes, but like nobody gets to see any photos.
Yeah.
I think
No
they're referring to the
cameras.
PNG and VTubers.
No, they're referring to you in real life.
I see.
Yeah.
And you should definitely add a top hat and monocle to your...
The Void Adept, thank you for the...
Right.
Here's one.
Very well. Even if it may be a waste of time, you may proceed, Mr. Wright.
Ninja Warlord, thank you for the shoe
You-
gold. I'm going to have to turn that down a little bit.
Is it loud?
It's right in my ear.
LOL.
One sec. Visuals and sounds. Okay. Turn it down to that. That should do it.
I'll show you both just how fruitful any cross-examination will be. I'm gonna make this cross-examination extra fruity.
I look forward.
Okay, so I assume we're pressing, but I assume it's also probably going to be the data thing, my corrupt data.
I don't remember, but
We'll
I
just-
think we are pressing.
We'll start pressing.
Yeah, it's a good bet.
Your regular recharge, what is that exactly?
Right, I'm talking to myself. I have to refill my battery's power, or else I stop working. Oh, like that. I go to the lab to do that.
So that recharge occurred around 2 p.m. around the time of the murder.
That's right. I go every day at 2 p.m.
Mommy Mattis. Hugged her, huh?
which Edgeworth took to mean stabbed her with a weapon, because that's the closest thing to a hug he's ever experienced. You said the two of them were talking before Miss Sykes hugged her mother, is that right? Yes, they were talking very loudly, but I couldn't tell what they were saying. They were like, wah, wah, wah.
You humans are weird.
Couldn't tell, even though they were speaking so loudly. I'm only allowed.
I was like, I don't care.
Yeah, I didn't give a shit. I'm only allowed to listen to voices that are directed at me. Jesus Christ. I'm not allowed to listen.
It's
Programming is
illegal.
something. If it listened to every voice, it would be little better than a mobile eavesdropper. I only want my phone.
Do you mean
spying
my
on
cell
me.
phone?
Yeah, so it can sell me dresses on Facebook. I mean, man, the bulge underwear. Yes, I have a very large bulge.
Ruby Forever, thank you for subscribing at Tier 1 for 11 months. Hi, Martin. Hope the best Karibo in the world is doing amazing. Lots of love for everyone in chat, too. You're very kind. Karibos are great.
Yay.
I don't know if I'm the best one. I happen to think that Jaden's winged Karibo is pretty great compared to me. But thank you.
I do want to put this out there since I mentioned the bulge underwear. That
Okay.
if I do ever get bottom surgery, it will be because of Facebook selling me bulge enhancing underwear. So Facebook is promoting the trans agenda. Just letting everyone know. I want to put that out there. So Mark Zuckerberg has to clean that up.
Well, that explains why some of Ponko's testimony is so vague.
It's a shame that our little friend wasn't listening in, however. We could have learned what they were talking about just before Dr. Sykes was killed. Now then, what happened after that?
And then Mommy fell down.
Mommy, no.
Don't fall
I
down.
don't want to delve too deeply here, but
Mommy, why?
could you tell us how the victim appeared and acted at this moment? Mommy Metis was very surprised when she was hugged. I heard her heart pound, but I'm not allowed to listen to hearts unless they're directed at me.
No, she can hear the heart. She just can't
Listen.
interpret the words.
Yeah.
Her heart?
Mr. Wright, have you forgotten about this document we found in the robotics lab?
Yes.
As a matter of fact, yeah.
Yeah.
What? These robots have a certain detection system. But it's a heartbeat detection system. Yeah, to go there for a bit. I was trying to be vague about it.
Now that he mentions it, I do remember reading something at some point.
We did it. We read something.
At some point.
They detect
Oh, I'm
the
reading Tress of the
Yeah.
Emerald Isles. What are you reading?
They detect the presence of people by
Oh.
the sound of their heartbeats.
That's not very interesting.
But wait a minute. That means if Dr. Sykes really did die at this moment, Honko, how was Dr. Sykes after she fell down?
Gone.
Could you still hear the sound of her heartbeat?
Let's see. The moment she fell, her heart was pounding. After that, I don't know. I started recharging just then.
I don't know.
Eh.
I'm just a little kitty cat after all.
I was taking my little nap.
I had things to do.
So eepy.
Of all the unlucky timing, if you had heard anything after that, it could have possibly proved that the hug wasn't actually the moment of the murder.
I'm very sorry. I'm afraid I don't know. I'm very sorry. Sorry you feel that way.
The robot is designed to go into sleep mode automatically, so it can't be helped.
Although you'd think that somebody must have timed something, like to happen then or something.
But it does appear it detected an increased heart rate at the moment of the stabbing.
That didn't have to happen with the stabbing, though. All someone would have had to say was, like, we need to talk.
Or
And
the
then,
hug.
like, instant heart rate. Yeah.
After Mommy Metis's heart started pounding in surprise, she fell by the window. It was the round window on the workbench side of the room.
The workbench, huh?
Athena just goes, I want them to know.
Ponko must be talking about that table to the right of where that giant robot is now. Is there something critical in Ponko's statement just now? I'm gonna guess yes.
Typically.
Probably.
Do you want to do your job, or are we okay?
Your Honor, I
We're
believe this statement is critical. I'd like it added to her testimony.
No.
Very well.
Do it. Skill issue.
Huh?
Ponko, could you please add that statement to your testimony? That's a good little girl.
Mommy Metis fell down near the round window on the workbench side of the room.
Let me look at the evidence that we've got related to that. Because I assume we have,
Didn't we have a picture of the body or something?
yeah.
Yeah, she's.
Definitely.
I'm guessing it's that.
Yeah, so I assume I present this, but there's a giant
Go for it.
sword and shit.
And the judge might get distracted by the cool looking sword.
He loves those swords.
Ponko, your statement may have just inspired a breakthrough.
I was helpful? Hooray! I'm so happy.
Just to be sure, let's go over it again, okay? The victim fell near the window on the workbench side of the room. However, this bullshit. Her body was discovered on the operating table.
But the operating table and the workbench are two different locations.
I know, right?
Oh my god!
I know, right, Your Honor? We've just learned a new crucial fact. What could explain the two very different locations of the body? I'll tell you what, and if I don't say the right thing, I will penalize myself. The defendant moved the body? Or the victim moved?
I think the victim moved. 'Cause
Yeah.
if it was Athena,
This
how
would
did she,
implicate.
yeah.
Yeah.
And she was a child, so like, how would she get the body up on the bench?
Super anime strength. And
Okay, yeah, you're right.
An 11-year-old girl couldn't have moved the heavy body of an adult. I've tested it. I've been lying half drunk on the couch and, what, Trucy hasn't been able to move me an inch. So the only explanation is that the victim walked to the operating table herself. In other words, what Ponko observed near the workbench couldn't possibly have been the moment of the murder.
Whew. I'm very relieved to hear that. Glad to know that the murder wasn't committed in front of little Ponko here.
Won't someone please?
Who's Athena?
She sounds like she can handle it. E-Man, we did not get the trilogy port yet. I imagine we all will because we're big fans of the franchise, but on our part, we just don't quite have the money for a game we already have owned. But at the same time, we're also in the middle of this version, and I don't think I can import my save game to the new one. So we might switch when we get to the next game, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind testing it out.
Yeah, we still got some time to decide anyway, because we saw the DLC case.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I definitely want to get it though.
Yes.
The new trilogy.
Yes.
Yeah.
As we just heard in the testimony, Miss Sykes hugged her mother, nothing more. She's nothing more than an innocent mother hugger.
Objection!
You fucking idiot. Right.
Edge, 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 edge.
Can you
That's
just
what I
stop?
was doing immediately prior to coming in here, yes. It's been 8 years, but you're still just as green as ever.
It's actually not been 8 years. It's
Shut
been...
the fuck up.
Okay.
It's been 8 years since we faced
actually,
off, hasn't it?
Has it?
Yeah.
Wait, when did they
'Cause
last
he
face
didn't
off?
have his He didn't have his badge for 7 years, and then it was a year before that they faced
I
off.
guess the last time they actually faced off was the end of Ace Attorney 2.
Yeah.
Oh, when was that?
Well,
Like,
did they? Was that case 2 or 4?
Case 4, yeah.
They were against
they
each other in
didn't-
that one.
Yes, but Edgeworth won because Madame Guard was guilty.
Oh, right.
Someone says that a certain DLC piece is missing from the Ace Attorney 6 trilogy. From the trilogy, the I assume the new one. Asinine
Oh.
Attorney?
Oh.
Which
Did
one?
that ever get
Oh.
released?
Oh, that
in
was like a bonus
English?
thing.
Oh, maybe they
I
just
think
never...
they did get released in English, but like I don't think I ever played them.
I don't think
They
I
were just
played
like
it
little
either.
little sketch kind of things.
Yeah.
I see. Did you say green?
I will now. Green. Okay, I said green. But I can't recall ever seeing Mr. Wright in anything but a blue suit.
Oh, God.
Y'all.
Hey, blue's my favorite color. What can I say?
If the defendant couldn't move the body herself, she could have had it moved for her.
Moved for her? But Miss Sykes and Dr. Sykes were the only ones there.
I agree. Since this robot is equipped with a heartbeat detection system, it would have been aware of another person's presence if someone else had been there. We can therefore conclude that the defendant and the victim were the only ones present.
Then who do you suggest moved the body?
Don't you know it's in the nature of a robot to help people do things?
Don't you know it's in the nature of a robot to move that body?
You idiot.
Ms. Ponko, allow me to ask you a question. Why are you gendering
Spelled
a
it
robot?
weird as well, right? That's not how it's supposed to be said.
like it's because he's
Like
an idiot.
Ponko crumbs.
It's because he's an idiot?
Yeah.
It's because he's an idiot, Des.
I kind of
Well, it's like, you know how he calls the Psyche-Locks Psycho-Locks? It's like that.
Ah, that's great. That's actually a fun character quirk on his part that I didn't know
it's
about.
really cute.
My
He's
name,
really smart until he's not.
my
Yeah.
name is Ponko. Say it with me. Ponko.
Panko? All right, Ms. Panko. I believe you said you were cleaning after Dr. Sykes
Fell down.
All right.
Did you
Poncho.
happen to move? Did you happen to move something large onto the operating table? Something large
Yes,
on the
yes, I
chair.
did. Athena asked me to.
Athena asked you to.
And what did you move, little Ponko?
Don't know.
Unless something has an ID tag, I can't tell what it is. It's like the robot's like just being a robot, and everyone's like just projecting onto it.
It has a face. Everyone in this room imprinted on it instantly. They're just like, yeah, that's a dog.
It can indeed print
Yeah, basically.
any document.
I love
An
this
ID
little
tag,
dog.
you say? This little dog is so helpful.
Yes, a tag with a barcode on it. We robots scan them to tell us what a thing is.
Huh. That paper in the lab did mention something about that, which means that I assume someone has messed with the barcodes and made Ponko think that something else is something else.
Well, so like something that the robots can scan to figure out like who the person is their jacket. If they have like
Oh,
the fancy jacket.
Yeah.
Mm.
Recognizes people by scanning their spacesuit or uniform jacket ID tag, it said. Well, no way people can change their jacket. So,
Who would do that?
Damn.
So it would appear that Miss Panko here can't identify what a move.
My name is Ponko.
Sorry, Panko. But we humans have the power
He
to
can't
imagine
perceive when a
what it
woman
was.
is getting mad at him.
Do we not?
Imagination.
We do?
Huh. Well, I do at the very least.
The judge gets all his opinions from YouTubers.
They tell me what to think.
Ms. Panko, on the defendant's command, moved the body onto the operating table.
You know what I learned today? I learned two
What'd you learn
things.
today?
Not only did I learn that Bryan Cranston did voice work for Power Rangers, like the original Power Rangers, I also learned that the Blue Ranger in the original Power Rangers was named after Bryan Cranston. His name is Cranston. His surname is Cranston.
Wow.
But that's the Blue Ranger, and then he goes on to be famous for making blue meth.
Oh my god.
Everything is connected.
It all comes full circle.
We need that Charlie Day
Yeah,
with the red yarn.
yeah.
That's how he reacted when he heard about the
Bryan
Blue Ranger.
Cranston?
Yeah.
I wear a blue suit!
I'm the
Stop the trial.
I
Tell
might-
me more about Bryan Cranston.
I wear a blue suit!
Oh, Tower Mom. I knew Bryan Cranston was Zordon in the new movie, but apparently in the original Power Rangers show, he voiced like some of the monsters.
Yeah, Bryan Cranston got his start. I mean, I don't know if he literally got his start in localization, but some of his earliest stuff that I'm aware of was like Street Fighter 2 and obviously Power
Here's
Rangers.
one. Thank you,
But
Void
yeah, he
Adept.
started with us voice actors.
Thank you, Void Adept, for the here's one. And Dash 219, thank you for the follow.
Ponko, did you really move Dr. Sykes' body? This is really important.
Isn't there any way you could tell?
I don't know. Without an ID tag, I can't tell.
These robots suck.
Not great.
Give it up, right? If the victim's heart was stopped, the robot's detection system would be useless.
Because they suck.
Furthermore, Dr. Sykes usually wore her white coat while she was working. She kept the jacket with her ID tag on it draped over a chair in the robotics lab.
E-Man, Bryan Cranston is the guy who played Walter White and also Malcolm's dad in Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah.
And only wore it for special occasion. In other words, the victim wasn't wearing her ID tag at the time. From the robot's point of view, her body was simply just another object.
Objection!
Women aren't objects, Edgeworth. How many times?
What are women?
But Ponko is equipped with a facial recognition system.
If she really did move the victim, she would have recognized the body as Dr. Sykes.
But she didn't. So that means
Objection!
A face can easily be covered with a piece of cloth, a mask, or anything else for that matter.
You know he's
Did you not
holding it.
mask during the pandemic? We had that whole fucking thing, right?
Edgeworth just pulled up his fucking what do you call it? The little frilly thing.
Cravat?
Cravat?
He used his cravat as a mask for the pandemic.
Yeah, as the mask.
He just held it up to his nose.
Yeah. 3 layers of protection.
But you know when he's talking about the face being covered, he's holding in so many Steel Samurai references.
With her facial features hidden, the robot wouldn't be able to tell it was Dr. Sykes.
He would love King Osier.
He would.
Ugh, he's right.
To summarize, Ms. Sykes stabbed her mother near the workbench, then, using the robot, She moved the body to the table where she removed the sword and was stained in blood. Bitch.
Stay in this courtroom, though.
Order! But if that's the case, then I have a question. Why did the defendant move the body to the operating table in the first place?
It's because he's
You have a
bisexual.
reason. Very well.
Vampiro, thank you for the vamp redeem. Soupy hasn't redeemed that once today. I'm kind of shocked.
Yeah, it's because I don't have enough star chips.
Oh, no.
From all my
You
previous
conniving
redeems.
bitch.
What? You can't
Yeah.
possibly have an explanation.
Your emotions blind you to the truth. You could learn a lot from our robot friends.
Alright, confirmed autist.
Calm and rational thought will open your eyes to the truth in front of you, Mr. Wright.
He's doing the chess in his mind right now.
Oh, shit.
Now then, do you remember the operating table's one special feature?
Operating?
That's right. It's the sexy dildo chair.
Oh,
You get a free fuck while you get operated on.
Jesus Christ.
On
I believe I read that
the
robots
unpleasant.
can be assembled and disassembled there. Isn't that right?
I guess, if you wanted to.
That's
He's like,
right.
That's not the point.
And to the defendant who was just a child at the time. The table was like a magic box that could make robots appear or disappear in seconds.
But in the end, my mom just put her on the operating table and fixed her in a flash. I was so impressed by what my mom did. I even asked her if she would put me on the table and fix me if I ever got hurt. It looked just like magic to me what she could do.
If only we had a magician character. You
That
can't.
doesn't
She's a
exist.
hostage character right now.
What is she gonna do about mental illness?
Put it in her magic.
She's gonna do a little
panties.
trick about it. Yeah. She's gonna make the mental illness disappear.
Wow.
And then pull
Shove my
like a burger out
depression
from
in
your
there.
ear.
Like, what do I do? Do I put my head in there? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Put the
shake
head
it
That's where
around
the
a
mental
little.
illness is. It's all in your head.
upside down, shake my ears around, it'll fall out.
Mm-hmm.
You can't
Now
possibly.
you get it.
You can't possibly be suggesting.
This young, sheltered girl had a difficult. Ay, ay, ay.
You got
This
this,
young
Edgeworth.
sheltered-
Speaking of
Do I-
difficult times.
I've got some real bad imposter syndrome today, right? I just don't feel right.
You were
being
just
here
calling me green.
today. Yes, that's what you do. When
That's because you are.
For your ego.
I'm only
Also,
green
you
because I
suck
smoke
at
weed.
this. All right.
This young, sheltered girl had a difficult time distinguishing robots from people.
Mord, thank you for the 10 bits. Did you know the voice of Hulk, Yosemite Sam, and the Tasmanian Devil was also on Power Rangers 2? They'd be having some wild people on there. When you say the voice of them, do you mean the original, or do you mean like some voice actor that later played them, or because I don't know how the voice of the Tasmanian Devil, although I don't know, it's not been that long, has it, between the two? Anyway, but take a look at Ponko's arm. It was Miss Sykes who bandaged it up like that. Trav No God, thank you for the follow there.
You must have thought that machines heal in the same way that people do. What an adorable, naive mistake. It reminds me of my own grandchild. My own stupid, adorable, naive grandchild.
No way. I refuse to believe it.
I don't think he knows his grandchild's name.
Ms. Sykes made a childish,
I'm pretty
naive,
sure their name is grandchild.
and cruel mistake. She thought that if a robot could be dismantled and vanish without a trace,
Prosecutor Edgeworth. If you're about to claim what I think you are, Demand that you word it as delicately as you can. Whisper it,
Ass.
please.
Ass fuck shit titties.
Oh my god, no! Not in front of Pongo!
I don't recognize those. What is the barcode?
With all due respect, Your Honor, all I can do is present the truth as it stands. The reason the defendant moved the victim's body to the operating table.
Hold it!
Oh, okay. So this guy who voiced Hulk, etc., started working in the mid '80s. So yeah, it's not the original.
No, but
It's
still
still
all the
cool.
voice of
Yeah.
those
No, I'm
things.
not.
It's just-
I'm not trying to criticize. I'm just trying to clarify.
I'm just
Fred-
not impressed, is what I'm saying.
Fred Tatasciore. I think the first time I heard of Fred Tatasciore was on Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah, he's in loads of games.
Yeah.
Good for him. He seems very talented.
No! Don't say another word. Just stop.
Vampiro, thank you for the 10 bits.
I'm just here for the food. I'm so exhausted I could poop blood. It was
There
to
you go.
Dismantle the evidence so that she could get away with her crime. Martin doesn't like it when I quote his.
That's not true. I just maybe don't like the poop blood one.
Everything
A little
else
too
is
real.
fine.
I think the pilot is gay.
You don't know that.
True. I don't know what I'm replying to, but true.
Pilot
So
is gay.
Destiny.
What happened? What are we reacting to?
The pilot is gay.
He's saying that can't be true. that
Athena put the
Athena was
body.
trying to, that Athena was trying to take the body apart.
She was trying to fix
Order
her
in the
mom.
court. Order in the court, I say.
Okay, without interruption, sorry. So what Phoenix is upset about is that the implication is that Athena intentionally tried to heal the mother with the healing
No.
table.
No, he's upset because Miles is
You
arguing.
know, we have this
that-
little tab
Yeah.
Ah, okay. The reason the defendant moved the victim's body to the operating table, hold it. No, don't say another
Miles
word,
is
was
trying to
dismantle.
argue-
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Now I
Trying to argue
understand the
that.
issue.
But the
Okay.
issue is that Phoenix is like, that can't be true. And it's not true because the same action can have different motivations. And the motivation was, I want her to get healed.
Right.
But Edgeworth is saying, I want her to go away.
Edgeworth is saying that?
Yeah, Edgeworth is saying
He's
that's what the
saying that-
intention was.
Sorry,
was to
just-
dismantle her so that she could get away with it.
I just like the phrasing of Edgeworth is saying, I want her to go away.
No way.
Because he hates women.
Get out
Heaven
of my
forbid
school.
Martin ever actually listen to what I'm saying and like, you know,
Wait, you
like
can't-
absorb the heart of it instead of criticizing literally the words.
You
that
were
are coming out of
talking
my
about
mouth.
magic dildos. I don't know if I necessarily have to focus on every word you say.
I'm not saying you have to focus on literally every word I say, Martin Blarney.
Ah. Edgeworth.
She was just a little kid. How can you say such a horrible thing?
I am a pretty horrible man.
That's what I do.
Horribly. Humph.
When I
Gotta
when,
be me.
when I went when I went blah a minute ago, it's because I accidentally maximized the window, so I had nothing but judge face in my face.
You're welcome.
Give me a kiss.
Mwah.
Mwah.
We all kiss
Like
the
I
judge.
At the same time.
Like I said, you're just as green as ever. Beach, I came here today as a prosecutor to seek only the truth. No more, no less. My theory is simply the result of a rational consideration of every possibility.
No, it's fucking not.
I know every possibility because I am the smartest baby boy. My mother said so. And my father agreed.
Your mom
then
said
she died.
nothing of the sort. But
You
dismantling,
didn't know my mom.
but dismantling isn't the table's only function. It can make repairs as well. It's conceivable that Miss Sykes moved her mother to the table in order to fix her.
I suppose that could be another way of interpreting it.
But I don't like it, so no.
I don't know. But dismantle or repair, it doesn't matter either way.
What do you mean?
After murdering her mother, Ms. Sykes may have come to her senses. Perhaps she did want to make it appear as if it had never happened. And that's why she tried to repair her mother. Yes, that's one possible explanation.
But
But we mustn't forget the facts of this case. The victim was observed to fall down after being hugged by the defendant, and the body was moved per the defendant's command. Those two facts that indicate the defendant's guilt, remain unchanged.
this just can't be true.
Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence to refute the prosecution's claim?
Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. He's out of line, but he's right. Evidence. Right. Let's see.
I can't think of any.
That's right, I'm a lawyer.
Shit.
Right, you have steam coming out of your ears. What the hell is going on?
I'm afraid I don't have any evidence.
Since becoming chief prosecutor, I've learned that the truth isn't always pretty, unlike me.
That's when you learned that, when you became chief prosecutor?
Yes.
Yeah, before that was just like, eh.
I
No,
tried.
it's pretty
I-
most of the time.
Yeah.
When my father was killed right next to me in the elevator, I thought that was beautiful. But
That
now
was
I'm like,
fine.
that's not always pretty. But now, I am pretty, so I can be the one to deliver the truth. So it can at least appear pretty.
Yeah.
Now accept the truth, Mr. Wright. Your subordinate murdered her own mother. But look at me. Look at me.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be
Well.
Your Honor. Your Honor, the prosecution demands a verdict. The hostages have suffered enough. Think of Trucy.
And
Our
Phoenix
daughter,
is
your
like,
daughter.
Trucy can take more suffering. What a terrible and tragic conclusion. If the defense has no counter-argument, I see no need to further prolong this trial.
You always want to get out of here ASAP, bro.
He has Genshin.
I've got Genshin Impact to play.
You can play it during the trial. Nobody's going to call you out.
Come over here.
He already is.
Edgeworth's argument seems solid enough. But his butt also seems solid enough.
Mhm.
Hey.
There's no way Athena could have ever done anything like that. And I know her so well, so I can say this. What do I do? There has to be something, but I can't think of a single thing.
Objection.
Huh? Oh.
It's me.
Prosecutor
Simon
Blackwell.
Why do you sound like that?
Why do you sound like that?
He's accepted his Zigzagoon origins.
This voice is the product of
Blackwell.
Torture Ballcock.
The TBC.
This is quite the farce you are conducting here. I could die from laughter. Don't I sound like I'm laughing? Prosecutor Blackwell, what are you talking about? You're not a good enough actor to do that.
Edgewood's so
while using
emotional
that
right
voice.
What is
I'm
it,
trying to
Blackwell?
differentiate the voices. They're both the same place.
What I'm talking about is that your argument is based on an entirely false premise.
Tower Mom, I think of this guy as a Zigzagoon just because I have a vivid memory of watching an episode of the Pokemon anime where it's just like a guy flashing back to hanging out or meeting his Zigzagoon, and all it is footage of the guy being like, ha 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 ha, and then it cuts to a close-up of the Zigzagoon going, Zigzagoon, 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 Zigzagoon.
The Zigzagoon does not
Time of
laugh.
his
It only
life.
says its name.
So that's my villain origin story anyway.
You got tired of listening to that thing talk.
Go on, we're listening. Could this be the miracle that never happened? But what is Thank you. But what is Prosecutor Blackwell trying to pull here?
Very funny. I'm laughing a lot today. 7 years.
I'm gonna turn you up,
For
Maris.
7 long years. This case has been on my mind. Not for an instant did I not think of it.
Oh.
Okay.
Maybe I shouldn't have
Nice.
turned you up.
I turned away. I turned away.
I'm the one who killed my mentor, and I don't think you can alter that fact now. Your baldness, I will take to the stand, and I won't take no for an answer.
No.
Do what you want. I don't care.
Yeah, whatever.
Of course, Prosecutor Blackwell. Please go ahead.
So the robot only gets one
I'm too
cross-examination?
scared to say no.
Well, the
I
robot's
think
pretty
so.
useless.
I think so for now.
Okay. 7 years ago.
Hello. I went to the Cosmos Space
Hi.
Center with the intention of hi.
I went to the Cosmos
Hello.
Space Center. Hello. I went to the Cosmos Space
Hi.
Center. Hi. I went to the Cosmos Space Center with the intention of killing Mr. Dr. Sykes.
Mr. Dr.
Mr.
Sykes.
Mr. Dr.
Thought he said a
President Sykes.
Oh, I'm trying so
You
hard.
got this. You got this.
But when I got to the robotics lab, I found Athena there instead.
Trying
She
so
said,
hard.
Hello.
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 I would
Hi.
not be Hello. I would not be. I would not be swayed from my purpose, so I waited for Dr. Sykes to return. And then I committed the act. Oh, how cathartic it was.
He says
It's
committed
just
the
like
act.
one of my Japanese animes.
Those are so cathartic.
That one scene in Demon Slayer where the one guy fought the other guy and the animation was really good. It was like, oh, it was like that.
Whoa.
But little Ponko here witnessed the victim falling. In other words,
Objection.
You're calling Ponko a
I
liar?
gotta say, I believe the robot.
I don't need any of
Unless
your.
you two would also like to be my grandchild.
Yeah.
Would it get me a not guilty verdict?
Maybe.
I don't need any of your other words, old man. I can guess what happened.
Which would be
She fell means she fell. Merely that.
Oh, she tripped. She had a little bit of an accident.
Whipped and
Yeah.
fell down, go boom. A mother and child fooling around. Perhaps she tripped.
Not that it matters. When I entered the lab, there was no trace of Dr. Sykes to be seen.
Hmm.
There was no dead body either, of course, meaning she must have left the room.
so the murder occurred after the time period Ponko described in her testimony?
Yes.
You should hardly take stock in the words of a wind-up toy.
Objection.
Then how do you explain the fact that the defendant had the robot move something? You're only a little more textured than me. And I'm a little more snotty, I think.
Athena was always tinkering with robots on the operating table to amuse herself. And she always had Ponko move the heavy ones for her. That day was no different. Ponko moved a heavy robot for Athena.
Jumper.
This is awful. What he's saying seems to make sense, and yet...
Objection.
Prosecutor Blackwell, are you trying even now to turn away from the truth? Don't you realize we could bring the dark age of the law to a close today?
Everyone's
All
like,
we have to do is falsely accuse and sacrifice a young girl.
yeah.
Come on,
It's
kill a
gonna be
16-year-old, for
fine. It's gonna
fuck's
be-
sake.
Yeah.
We could
be
finally
fine.
stop it from being branded this way arbitrarily. It'll still suck.
Objection.
You expect too much from me. I'm just a murderer beyond redemption.
I want to believe, I think honestly,
Beyond
that they probably
redemption.
came up with the Dark Age of the Law almost after the fact, and then Control F places that they could just stick it in where it would make sense. Otherwise,
Certainly
like it's
feels that way for translation.
otherwise it's like, why even keep saying it?
Yeah.
Why don't you just let me go so I can settle down into hell?
Get in
Gotta
line
get
behind
How
my
about-
dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Capital H hell.
I
He's
need,
still in line.
I do need like a live Edgeworth's dad tracker going during the stream so I can see what place in line he is. Gotta figure out how to do that. Prosecutor Blackwell's execution is tomorrow. And the prom. If
Which
the-
one do I go to?
They're at the same place, don't worry.
If the truth doesn't
They're
come
also at
out,
the same time.
if the truth doesn't, the judge doubles as a headmaster, a principal. Sorry. If the truth doesn't come out now, it's all over.
Are you saying that the little girl and the robot have nothing to do with the murder?
Shriebel says Manfred probably took over hell by now, but isn't it confirmed that Manfred didn't die, or?
I'm pretty sure he got executed.
Oh, he
Yeah,
did.
you gotta execute. It's been like
Yeah.
it's been 9 years.
But wasn't
since
there something where they swept his crimes under the rug or something?
what?
No.
I feel
You're
like
thinking
somebody.
about-
No,
What?
when he finally got arrested for killing Gregory Edgeworth.
Am I
Yeah,
thinking
you're
about Gant?
probably- Maybe.
You might
I mean,
be.
Because I
Gant
feel like
also
people in the
got
chat started being
killed.
like, no, it got swept under the rug, and that's why Franziska is like, my dad is the best.
No,
I
she's
mean,
just
we
like
were.
that.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you're thinking. Maybe you got mixed up because of the timeline stuff in investigations.
Yeah, all I know is that I feel like there were people in the chat recently that were like, actually, Manfred didn't get tarnished his reputation.
Nah, that fucker's
I mean,
dead.
Alright.
that was true before he got convicted for murder. Yeah.
All right, all right.
Arguably a
changed.
pretty big career ender.
That will do it. Did you say this?
Yes.
That's right. So let's hear your verdict. If we don't hurry, I might miss the ferry across the Styx.
All right, mate. Jesus Christ.
Karen's,
So
Karen's
dramatic, this one.
I've played a lot of Hades, and I want to go visit Zagreus.
He wants to get the speed run record.
I want to have the threesome.
Execution speed run.
I want to have the threesome with Meg and Thanatos. God damn it.
now.
Oh, that's you. Oh, that's Aura.
Yeah. Don't you dare judge. Don't forget I have hostages over here.
My other grandchild. What the hell?
And Simon, how long are you going to cover for her?
Miss Blackwell.
Forgive me, Aura. I never wanted you to do anything like this for me. But you agreed to this trial. If you have a counter-argument, then you present your evidence. That's the rule of the courtroom. Isn't that right, Chief Prosecutor? Blackwell, you selfish...
Well, to be frank, I don't like this, but it's my duty to make a decision. I don't
That's why
like
I'm
doing
here.
my job.
This
I
is
don't like
icky
making
butt.
decisions.
If no one has a counter argument, I will announce my verdict.
Is this really happening? Is it really going to end just like it did 7 years ago?
I wanted to do it so bad. Even now, I want to fly out of here and go save him.
No, I can't tell her. But how can I lie to Athena?
Easy.
I can't prove Prosecutor Blackwell's innocence in this trial. I don't think Athena will ever forgive me.
I'm sure you'll live.
Nope. I'm okay with Apollo resenting me most of his life, but this,
Yeah.
I can't let this happen.
This
But I
is
just
different.
don't have the evidence to counter Prosecutor Blackwell's testimony. Oh, what? Athena, what are you feeling okay?
I can hear it. I can hear the voice of his heart. He's hiding something.
If he really is, I could sure use Athena's help here. Is this where we have the content warning, I assume? Her power might
think so.
be just the thing to get us through this. It's just the
Danny
perfect
DeVito.
Deus Ex Machina.
Activate!
Woo!
Sykes, Dono. No need for you to chime in here. Just accept that you are innocent.
Objection!
These past 7 years, they've been just as hard on me, you know. Even though you've been in
No
prison and I've just been
way.
out here, but yeah, it's been really hard on me
Same
too.
experience.
Being silly.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember that horrible, horrible trial?
Horrible, mean, icky, gross trial.
Yeah. It wasn't the vibe. Please, you have to listen to me.
Aw.
He didn't kill her. His heart is screaming that he didn't kill her. Even now, every time I stand in a courtroom, it comes back to haunt me.
That hairdo.
That guy. Not being heard no matter how hard you try. Feeling so helpless.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I forgot about him already.
Remember this wide cast of characters we care so deeply about?
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
Caught in people's stares, so scared that it feels like your chest is in a vice.
Is that spelled with an S?
I feel like there is a version that is.
Yeah, the vice that she's
Yeah.
referring to is specifically spelled V-I-S-E.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm terrified of courtrooms. I want to run out of that door even now.
Actually, I guess it has the C spelling as well, but the first one that came up was S-E.
Yeah.
And yet, you found a way to keep your fears at bay and become a character in this game.
Thanks. That's because one day I came to realize that I had to fight. I couldn't give up. I exercised hard and I studied hard. I wanted to become the strongest lawyer I could be. I wanted to punch the judge.
Yay!
This day has finally come. The day I've been looking forward to with all of my heart.
I'm gonna punch the judge.
I'm gonna punch the judge.
Dissing back, this isn't Lost, is it? I
Kinda
get
looks
so,
like it though,
I get so
doesn't it?
paranoid when I see stuff like that.
Right?
Okay, first of all, it's not.
No.
the count's incorrect.
Loss is different and we know.
Yeah.
This is why I became a lawyer. This is why I studied psychology. It was all to save you from this false conviction. But, Miss Sykes, do you realize what it would mean? You are the accused, after all. If you prove Prosecutor Blackwell innocent, then... The only thing that matters is the truth. It's my duty to find out what that truth is. Simon, please give me this chance.
Simon says,
The chance to shake off this fear that's been with me for 7 years and to face the truth.
man, as a kid, I remember playing Simon Says, like, all the time, and ever since like I was 8 or 9, you never get to play Simon Says again. It just
Oh yeah, the kids just don't play Simon Says anymore.
well, I would just meant as an
They're all
adult.
they're all on their damn phones.
What a delightful thing to reminisce about. I've
Right?
never heard anyone be nostalgic for Simon Says.
Don't get to play it anymore. Someone pointed out that it spells tit right here.
It does.
Oh, it's true.
Huh, tit.
Huh.
Athena is being so brave, confronting her past and basically breaking the law by coming up on the stand right like this. This might really be the last chance to save them both. Prosecutor Blackwell, please testify one more time about the incident 7 years ago.
Okay. But your efforts will surely be in vain.
Yeah.
For I am not a man who can be cut down easily.
Here we go, Simon. Let me hear the voice of your heart.
Listen to your heart.
Beep boop, Danny DeVito.
Winky face.
You winky face.
Kawaii.
Oh, Metal Gear.
Oh, he went zoop.
Zoop.
All right.
I went to the Cosmos Space Center with the intention of killing Dr. Sykes.
And he's angry about it.
He's so mad.
But when we got to the robotics lab, I found Athena there instead. I was a little happy about it.
She's just standing there like the standing emoji.
No
Yeah.
face.
That's Victor while Yuri's doing his practicing. So wait, I assume happy is weird there.
Yeah.
I mean, we still have some more statements to go, so
Oh.
we can go through all of them.
Well, you clicked it.
This
Martin's
were
been
right.
doing that.
Oh.
He's like,
Yeah.
Marin, I want you to make the decisions, and then I'll make the decisions, and he'll pick the wrong one. He's like, oh, sorry.
wait, what?
In the little
Oh,
guardsman,
in Little
like there were
Guardsman,
like
right.
3 answers in a row that I was like, this one, and then you were like, oh, sorry.
What was the one that really flummoxed me though? Oh, right. Okay, so we're playing this game called Lil Guardsman, and it's basically Papers, Please, but with sort of a cutesy, cartoony vibe, and it's much more character-driven than gameplay-driven. So if you don't know the gimmick of Papers, Please, basically you're letting people through a checkpoint, and that's the same situation here. Now, there's an overarching story involving a princess who is basically... what do you call it? Arranged marriage situation where they're like, we'll bring in a bunch of suitors and she has to pick, but she sort of pulls a Princess Jasmine and escapes into the night. And at one point, she comes back and is at the gate and she's in disguise and she's like, okay, I'm not going to tell you anything about what's going on, but I need to come through so I can deal with some stuff. And I go, oh, it's the princess. Okay, so we have to help the princess. And Marin goes, alert the guards. And I go, okay. And so we basically call the head of the guard, and the head of the guard says, okay, wait there. We're going to come get her. And so I'm like, okay, that's not good, but okay, we're doing that. And then Marin says, put her in jail.
I know where she is.
And Marin's argument is it's the most convenient for everybody.
Wow.
Because they're on the way over. The jail's probably right next to us. We just throw her in jail, and then the people that
It's
she wants to talk
fine.
to will come and find her
Why-
there,
yeah,
and then she
why would
won't
we
go
help her?
anywhere. Now we are helping her by getting her back to where she
No.
needs to be.
No, that doesn't sound like you're helping her
And
at
it
all.
was very funny though, because like I was like, how is this going to affect the narrative? And then the game essentially just says that didn't happen because why would you do that?
Well, I'm just like, of course she's not gonna stay in jail. Why would you assume that she stays in jail? She's gonna be in. It's literally just to hold her in place while the adults come
See-
and say, "Bad girl."
I just want to point out we got the lowest rating possible for that one. So
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. I defend my choices.
okay.
It's my shift.
That's valid. That's valid. Dark Jade says this mood matrix section has the content warning element, so be on our guard. Okay, so next time we go back to the mood matrix, I will be sure to let everybody know there is a content warning. It might be a bit graphic. This
I'll be right back really quick.
okay. Then we will hold off for a minute. Marin, what's going on with you?
What?
Is there anything you want to promote or talk about that's coming up, or?
I'm also gonna gently step out for a
Sure
sec.
thing, sure
Gotta
thing.
Use the bathroom.
Okay.
Do you need the bathroom, Marin? Because
Uh,
I can vamp if you need it.
No, I don't think I have to go to the bathroom.
And
I think I'm
Kokonomagami, thank you for
okay.
the hydrate command there.
Well, obviously, Delicious in Dungeon is coming out right
Yeah,
now.
check out Delicious in Dungeon.
I don't know anything about Mashley season 2 yet, but I think that started coming out with Aniplex, so
Oh,
check that
really?
out. Yeah, that one I'm Abyss Razor in, or I was in the last season, so we'll see. And then, well, I can't talk about that one, but
You
I
can't
have
talk
something
about
coming out
anything that's
in the
not.
next.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the next week or so, I should have something fun to talk about.
Hey, keep an
so-
eye out in the next week or so. Keep an eye on Marin's socials. Marin is at Marin M. Miller, right?
Yeah, VO.
BO. Check that out. Keep an eye on Marin. And Marin will have some announcements. Tower Mom with the
Yeah.
Nimbus emotes. Love that.
Yes, they are baby.
What
And
else
it's
is going
almost
on?
been a year since
Nimbus,
Nimbus
yeah.
came out.
It's basically has
oh.
been, hasn't it?
Next month.
Ah.
Next month on the 28th, it'll be a full year, yeah.
I'm back.
Insane.
Welcome back.
Hi.
Oh yeah, and Tower Mom's friend made them a Nimbus hug emote.
Oh.
They're
Danjon.
hugging.
Cute.
That's cute as heck. I'm glad.
It is.
I'm glad the emote gives Nimbus a hug.
I want a hug.
I've started
Yay.
showing Marin and Soupy Osama Sentai King Oger, and we are 5 episodes in, so all of the King Ogers basically just got introduced. We're not really that far into the plot yet, but we's enjoying them vibes. Welcome back, Karina.
Thank you.
All right. And I've been trying to get Soupy to headcanon the show as a Final Fantasy 14 situation.
Oh, it's already happening.
It's already happening. Good.
Oh yeah, of course.
All right. This feeling of happiness, even though the person you were looking for wasn't there, you felt happy. Why is that? Do people feel happy without provocation sometimes?
No.
Phoenix is like, I only feel happy when I watch videos of people falling down.
Thank you.
Something my dad used to do was like he would just watch hours of videos on YouTube of heavy machinery accidents.
Really?
Oh my god.
So
Jeez.
maybe Phoenix Wright is like that.
Oh gosh.
Why? Like he would watch people get dismembered?
Not like watching people get dismembered, but like just watching like machines
Crash.
and like things like that.
Oh, okay. So machinery malfunctions.
Yes, but like
Barrett
catastrophic
does
kinds
that.
of ones.
Okay, without casualties, hopefully.
I mean, hopefully, but who knows?
Oh my god.
Maud,
I'm just like, how?
Maud, thank you.
Stresses
The
me
10
out.
bits been watching Kamen Rider Agito again, and at one point called Shoichi a scrimblow, and now I can't get the idea out of my head. What is the dictionary definition of a scrimblow at this point?
Who knows?
Let me
It's
look
just
this
like
up.
a scrunkly little guy who you like.
The guy.
Yeah.
He's
you
kind
know,
of
like
scrunkly, I suppose.
Scrimblow from my shows.
Yeah, Scrimblow from my shows.
Yes. Scrimblow, a noun used to call something cute. You know what? There you go. That's what we needed.
Oh,
Cute
okay. So
thing.
Pepper is Grimlow.
Pepper is kind of scrimblow.
But I feel like a Scrimblow is usually not conventionally cute.
Yeah, so Pepper is Scrumblow.
Even though, I think that applies to Agito as well. Even though the
Scrungly
person you were looking
Scrimblow.
for wasn't there, you felt happy. Why? What the fuck?
Simple. When I was looking for Athena and hadn't found her yet, I grew worried. So when I saw her in the robotics lab, I was happily relieved. Merely that.
We reduced his noise, or he increased it? I don't know.
60%. No, we reduced it.
Just now, you said that you went to the Space Center to kill Dr. Sykes. But the first thing you did was look for her daughter instead?
I'm gonna kill your kid.
I had no intention of harming Athena, despite what
But
I
you just said.
So I went.
I just
Listen,
wanted
that
to
was 5
confirm-
minutes ago. I was a different person.
I just wanted to confirm that she was safe before I killed her.
That was the zigzagoon in me coming out.
Zigzagoon, 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 zigzagoon.
Okay.
It was just a part of my plan. Nothing contradictory about that.
Yeah. The second I find an inconsistency, he cuts it down.
Simon knows the principles of analytical psychology.
I'm smart.
Simon knows the principles of anal.
Yeah.
Got him.
Nah.
There's less noise
Ledge.
now,
Penetrate.
but there's less noise now, but I don't see any instabilities we can latch onto.
One of the principles of anal is penetrate? I would assume that's just part of the situation.
That's the third principle.
Oh, right.
Lube,
Yeah.
stretch, penetrate.
So
Penetrate,
I didn't
yeah.
realize principles were just
Actually,
instructions.
clean, lube, stretch, penetrate. Do
I
not
was
forget the
afraid
first
of
part.
that.
You were afraid of cleaning?
No, we'll just have to keep
He-
chipping
he
away
was.
at him then, bit by bit.
We're gonna stretch his emotional anus right now.
Goatsy!
Could you update his testimony, Athena?
So goatsy.
Don't say goatsy 3 times. You know what happens. It happens.
I did in my last Destiny session use the word goatsy to describe what is happening to the traveler at the end of the Lightfall expansion. And they totally no-sold it. I was like, all right.
You're like, I tried. You got it, boss.
Tower Mom says, oh my God, Marion. All right.
Also, if you have to ask about it, please don't look it up.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, don't.
Don't Google
Don't.
that.
I don't want to
Yeah.
be even indirectly responsible for you Googling that. So don't do
Just
it.
don't Google it.
Don't.
No, it's
All
not
right, you
appropriate.
Know that if you do, it's not our fault. It's your fault.
Yeah, it's your
Yeah.
fault.
Marin's
Don't
fault.
take
I'm
responsibility.
furious.
You need to take responsibility for your own fingers.
Okay. So when you found Athena in the robotics lab, you were relieved. What?
I'm very excited about it.
I
Yay!
see
Katana.
Jamal ninja shit.
I would not be swayed from my purpose, so I waited for Dr. Sykes to return.
I read
Yeah.
it like this.
This, this happiness is still weird. I feel like I should be clicking that.
Yeah, you should be.
And when she did, I plunged the katana in, and
You
he
should
was sad.
200% be clicking on that
I think
happy
it's-
face.
I think it's the sadness.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Really?
this is weird as well.
He was
Because
happy
like
because he was excited. He was like, I'm gonna use my katana. I've never used this one before.
It's always
Everyone
on the
makes fun of me.
wall.
Everyone makes fun of me when I take the katana out.
and they're like, you haven't even killed anybody with that yet, but that changes today.
Yay!
Today's the day I prove that I'm horde. When you hoard, you hoard.
Not even you can falsify your emotions, Prosecutor Blackwell. Not even you can trick foolproof technology Danny DeVito necklace.
What?
Huh?
Eh?
What?
Huh? When you said that you killed Dr. Sykes in your testimony, you felt sadness.
Are you mocking me?
Pussy.
For
Like a
feeling-
widow baby.
Why don't you go clean a toilet?
Why would someone who had laid in wait to kill her be sad at her death?
That's why he has to save Athena, because he's not going to clean the toilets on his own anymore.
He can't keep up with his own standards. He needs to
he must
enlist
preserve
help.
his employees.
He's like, I need the toilet cleaned every time I use it. Huh. Such an obvious attack. Yes, I felt sadness, but it wasn't for her.
I was
Felt
thinking about
sadness.
anime.
I was thinking about anime. I was sad about that one show now and then here and there because there's a character I really liked in it and his innocence gets lost.
He's got a song playing, so your mumbling was probably difficult to hear already, but it's definitely inaudible.
I'm opening my soul about anime.
Yeah.
Alright,
Well, I felt sorrow for
Hurry.
Athena and her circumstances.
Karika, thank you for the high up redeem.
Turn down for what?
Rita Kira, thank you for the successful turn down for what? A long range turn down for what? Thank you, Karika and Kira, for the combo.
Well, if you guys ever want to hear the voice of Yami Yugi committing wartime atrocities as a child soldier, you should watch Now and Then Here and There. That's a very sad one.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, he can't be talking about that, can he?
Just if you really like sadness porn.
I was just a convenient subject for her research.
Dr. Sykes was so intent on her research, she forced her daughter to undergo experiment.
Despicable Me 4 key art released in theaters on July 3rd. He's got a kid?
I'm
What?
sorry. We are announcing that there will be key art for Despicable Me 4 coming
It's
out
already come
in
out.
July.
It's already come out. The movie comes out in July. And it looks like he's got a baby now. I thought he already had kids.
Well, he adopted them, so this
Oh,
is the
right.
baby that he was pregnant with.
So
Maybe.
now I'm going to put the Despicable Me 4 key art next to Edgeworth so it looks like they're having a standoff.
Why?
Because I've just learned this and now you all have to learn about it. He's got a
Okay,
baby. Look at that.
so he got empregged.
No, he's got a wife.
Yeah, I think he got
Impregged him.
impregged.
His wife empregged him, and now they have a
Thank
baby.
you for bonking me, M Glitch Gaming. I'm not sure why I'm being bonked. I'm just.
Why
giving-
did you bring up Despicable
Where
Me
did
art?
this come from?
Yeah.
Why?
It's my stream.
You get on arcades
You can't even fucking bring up Despicable Me anymore, can you?
on my own stream.
I'm being cancelled as we speak. Rock
Oh,
Ruler, thank you for the
well,
10 bits.
They're
Gru,
telling the truth.
Gru
I
has
am a
now,
feminist who hates kids, so
Gru has now canonically fucked, says Rock Ruler. There you go.
good for him.
You
At
don't
least
know that.
once. Yeah, that's true. She could have empregged herself.
Gru Gregnancy.
she got pregnant by one of the minions.
Am I pregnant?
Pregnant.
Now, Karina, as the expert on Scrimblow, do the minions count as Scrimblow?
Absolutely not.
Good.
Yeah.
100% correct.
When you started saying absolute there, I was going to be like very upset.
Oh, yeah, no.
My objective was to save Athena.
From an obsessive scientist who treated her own daughter like a research subject.
Grumpy guy. What?
I went to the psychology lab first. I forgot I'm not Edgeworth. That's where I would usually find Athena playing. But that day was different. I heard someone crying in the robotics lab next door, and it wasn't me. Was Athena being subjected to yet another experiment? I thought as I went in to see. Conveniently, Athena had cried herself to sleep, so all I had to do was wait and kill.
Let me clarify something here. He's saying the scientist... Oh, so he's saying that Dr. Sykes was the problem?
Yeah, he's claiming that he did not like that the Athena's mom experimented on Athena with the headphones and stuff.
So that's why he was relieved when he saw Athena. But is this story really true? I'm not sure how much to believe.
Just call CPS, bro.
Mr. Wright? CPS just arrives with their own swords.
How are you doing, Athena? Still hanging in there?
I'm a lot stronger than I look, boss. Here, punch me. Now take a look at this. The noise level actually increased.
Because I punched you?
Yeah.
Oh, you're pissing him off.
It went up. I've never seen it do that before.
Prosecutor Blackwell is lying somewhere in his testimony. As a matter of fact, he's piling lie on top of lie in an attempt to make his claim sound more believable.
Layers of lies. Liars.
Liars.
He's trying even harder to suppress his true feelings, and that's what's causing the noise.
How in the world should I approach this? I can either use an evidence-based approach if I can find a contradiction, or otherwise, I should look for an inconsistency in his emotions.
There are no flaws in my testimony, and his baldness is prepared to give his verdict. I am flawless.
He's gaslighting.
I'm noticing an inconsistency.
Girl bossing so hard right now.
He is TCBGGing.
I don't know what you were talking
TBC.
about or what that voice was. I was speaking just like this the whole time. Give up on this lost cause and let the law free me of these chains already. I want to die.
Ninja Warlord, thank you for the 10 bits. Use a pegging-based approach.
Yes. This guy definitely enjoys getting pegged, but he hates himself for how much he enjoys getting pegged. Sounds like zigzagoo.
He loves zigzagooning.
No.
That's the only way he gets any actual sexual satisfaction. Otherwise, it's all just shame-based.
Eldritch Moth, thank you for the follow. We have summoned an eldritch being with our cursed stream.
Objection!
I don't think so. Not while I'm around. Now, contradictory testimony or inconsistent emotions. Which should I tackle first? I guess it doesn't matter, right?
I feel like it's the testimony because they're actually offering you the option this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's present some evidence here.
Got it, boss. But if you want to go back to looking for inconsistent emotions...
Look in the mirror.
Damn. Just let me know. I can easily switch back. Danny DeVito will help me.
I heard crying from next door. That
So
was
this is
not
the
mine.
testimony, okay.
Of course, I
Yeah.
was worried. I hurried over and opened the door to the robotics lab. Before I could lead Athena out of there, curse my luck, Dr. Sykes came in. What? I refused to hand Athena over, so I had no choice but to kill my mentor.
Okay, so it's something in here.
Maybe let's look at the evidence.
Oh, yeah, good point. I assume it's something to do with these photos. Katana, victim status
Oh, wait,
check.
wait, go back to the photo?
Uh-huh.
Go back to the one with Ponko's arm.
Oh, yeah, sure, sorry.
No, you're good. Because he says Ponko attacked first, right?
Ponko has no
And
arm.
then Dr. Sykes came in. But there's blood on the arm, so...
And on his sword.
And on his sword.
Yeah,
So it
So
must
that
have
means-
happened the other way around?
I think so.
All right. Present that for... Oh, shit.
Maybe earlier on?
Oh, earlier, okay.
'Cause,
Really?
no, I guess not.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is necessarily the place to present this, or...
Yeah, maybe not.
Goku says, didn't Ponko say that Athena hugged Mommy and Mommy went down? Yeah, I just don't know if we have evidence to suggest that. Do we have anything... Autopsy report?
The wound was instantaneous between 1 and 3 p.m.
I don't think that's going to help us.
No.
Wait, hold up. The stone was cut from a real moon rock? I think I've forgotten about this. When did we get this?
Last time?
Oh, that was like a few streams ago, so you probably forgot.
Yeah.
Just because it
Yeah,
was
that
like
was
a long
when she
time
talked
ago.
about her headphones.
Thank you for the H2O there, Killing121. Let's see.
Maybe we do want to do the emotions first. Did we actually look through the emotions on these statements?
I don't think we
I don't
did.
think we got to the end.
No.
I'll go back there.
So, yeah.
If you find an
where?
inconsistent statement, present evidence to the contrary.
Did the
Wow, I
noise go
never
down
knew
to
that.
0%?
Is there really a contradiction in his testimony, though?
Mr. Wright? If we can't find any contradictory testimony, we could try looking for inconsistent emotions.
Let's try that.
Emotion.
Okay, maybe we better look for inconsistent emotions now.
His brain beep boops.
Coming right up.
All right. So shock and sad.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Shock hurried over,
Alright.
opened the robotics lab, shocked at her, I guess. Before I could lead Athena out of there, curse my luck. Dr. Sykes came in, shocked and angry. That does make sense. The sad is still there.
Sadness and anger.
Maybe it's
But
the
that makes
surprise
sense.
when he opened the... When he said
So-
he came in the
Yeah,
lab.
to find Athena.
Yeah, maybe he saw the robot.
It's like you were looking for her. Why were you surprised?
How odd. Why would you register surprise at opening the door to the lab? Why would
That's me. Fine. The silent treatment didn't work. I'll explain if I must. My throat is
He
getting
just
very
refuses
tired.
to
you?
answer.
Oh, Marin, you're right.
No.
Yeah, I'm fine. I screamed yesterday, so I'm tired.
We're at almost 2 hours, so we could probably call it pretty soon.
Anytime you
Well,
guys
we'll
want.
see. We'll see how we feel when we finish this testimony.
Sure.
I just
Yeah.
had a class yesterday, so
Yeah, but
that's why I was
don't
in
strain
acting
yourself
class.
if you don't have to.
Mhm. I said it. What surprised me was
Yeah.
Honko. That toy figure attacked me.
That's my grandchildren.
Dr. Sykes knew full well of
Ponko
my
would
plan.
never!
I raised her better than that.
Dr. Sykes knew full well of my plan to rescue Athena,
Really?
but she couldn't stand guard over her daughter 24 hours a day.
I mean, I
She
think if a
couldn't be
parent...
expected to watch her child.
Yeah. So Dr. Sykes had Ponko do it?
That's right. She ordered Ponko to forcibly remove me on sight.
She gave Ponko a gun.
So I slashed Ponko up with the katana that was there in the lab. That rickety old puppet wasn't worthy of that fine blade.
My katana.
Mr. Wright, it's happening again. There's even more noise now.
This guy's full of shit.
He's just
The
raising
shit level
his
is
voice
rising.
level like out
no.
of spite.
Yeah.
He's just like, I'm gonna get angry just to like fuck with you.
It's like
actually."
how Dwight claims that he can raise or lower his blood his
Yeah,
what is it?
cholesterol
Was-
well. Or the blood
no,
pressure.
wasn't it was it his blood pressure or his heart rate?
I thought it was blood
No,
pressure.
it was definitely cholesterol or blood pressure, one of the two. Like the heart rate was one that you can
How
actually
does-
control.
How does he control? How does he control his fucking cholesterol?
That's the joke.
It's at
How does he
100.
control his blood pressure?
It's at 100% now. What's going on here?
Whenever we find an opening, he covers it up with lies.
Lies.
We'll never get rid of the noise at this rate.
We can't get to his
We gotta
pussy
find the
now.
holes.
It's pretty
We
hard.
gotta get him to show hole.
But he's so inflexible.
It's pretty hard to keep telling coherent lies like that.
Yeah, it is.
His mind
Bro.
and will.
Sorry.
You find his mind and will really are as sharp and as strong as a katana.
Just like my Japanese animes.
All right, so now testimony, I assume.
I think so.
So we're just going back and forth to find the lies.
I think there might be an inconsistency in Prosecutor Blackwell's testimony.
All right, let's give it a thorough check then.
Check out his holes.
Let's check out his holes.
Feeling of dread, I open the robotics lab door, and now we know he saw Ponko. Ponko had... Oh,
This fucking
Uncle,
mom ninja
attack
stance.
me.
She's so cool.
Oh my goodness. Honko attacked me. I retaliated by cutting it into pieces.
All right, so I feel like we can present the blood on the arm now.
I think so. It's the present button, yeah.
I adore that a robot attacked him and he just like cut it with his katana.
Yeah. It's like,
Be
bro,
serious, Simon.
There's an off button somewhere.
Yeah,
Fuck that.
Objection!
stand down. Compounding lies with more lies is never the answer, Prosecutor Blackwell. Ask me. I just lied to my weird kids about their parentage.
And he's been doing that shit for years.
I don't have to compound anything. It's just one lie. Take a look at this photo.
Stick to one. That's the photo of the supposed moment of the murder, isn't it?
How many more times must I see that which has damned me for my sin?
The ironic thing is, I think this picture is actually going to be your savior now.
Alanis was right.
See the blood stain at the end of Ponko's arm where it was severed with the katana?
I hope you aren't claiming that it's the robot's blood, Mr. Wright. Because actually, that's my grandchild.
I hope you're not claiming that my grandchild can bleed.
That would upset me
I
greatly.
raised her better.
I raised her better than that.
No, most likely the blood was transferred there from the bloody katana.
The katana already had blood on it? So then it must have been the victim's blood.
That's right. But if that's the case, we found a glaring inconsistency. Capcom should just do like a special Ace Attorney game where you're defending previous Capcom protagonists from the villains who are accusing them of the crime. Like, imagine defending Chris Redfield and having to cross-examine Wesker. That would be fun.
Well, there was that one
Project X Zone.
What was it, Project X Zone, where they mentioned like Phoenix having defended Yakuza characters?
That's right. That's right. I don't know how he pulled that off.
So there's that.
There's potential there.
That's what they mean when they say they're going to continue.
Yeah.
No Ace Attorney 7.
Phoenix Wright is going to
crossover.
continue showing up in other games.
Yeah.
And just mentioning that he defended other video game characters.
Yeah. And Apollo, nothing.
Yeah. He doesn't even know what law is.
You said in your testimony that you cut up Ponko and then you killed Dr. Sykes. But in spite of that, the victim's blood is already on Ponko's arm in this picture.
What? But that couldn't be.
Exactly. In order for the blood to have transferred from the sword to Ponko's arm, the victim must have been stabbed first before the robot was slashed. In other words, Prosecutor Blackwell, your entire testimony is nothing but one giant ball of lies.
One giant ball cock of lies.
He has giant balls
You
of
have
lies.
giant balls.
I want those tortured. Torture them, please. Stop pointing at them. Oh, torture them. Step on them. Come on, hurt them.
Tell the court the truth, Prosecutor Blackwell.
Stomp on it. Grind it into
Please.
the
Tell
ground. Make me
The
hurt.
court the truth, Prosecutor Blackwell, now.
Externalize this pain. Yeah. You have no idea what you're doing.
His voice. There's so much discord.
I'm so horny.
I'm not hearing not just one or two, but a bunch of rampaging
Whack his
emotions here.
pee-pee.
And one of them is horny.
Horny.
Bailiff!
Whack his pee-pee.
Bring on the pee-pee.
Ah!
Fucking do it.
Thank you, Was Just Jerry, for the Proto Badger. The Proto Badger can't out-curse what we're doing right now.
No, whack his pee-pee, not his pee-pee.
Proto Badger, I see. Soupy, thank you.
No problem. It's hard to describe. It's like a violent whirlpool of something. A violent whirlpool of horny.
Thank you, Blaze Go.
Finally, the hole is showing.
Thank you, Blaze Go, for bonking
Cover it
Maren.
back up!
Phoenix, right. You will pay for this. Pop that pea. Never have I been forced to reveal so much whole. But for the rest, I'll take it to my grave.
Thank you, M-Glitch Gaming, for the turn down for what?
Taking my hole to the grave.
It's not a good time to talk about that because Maren just watched Saltburn.
Oh dear.
I did. That was
How was
Spoilers.
That.
I mean,
Taking
There
the
was
hole
a
to the
lot of-
grave literally happens.
yeah, no,
Nice.
a man fucked a grave.
Good for him.
Wow.
Yeah, I've never been that horny personally, but
Presents
Some
evidence
people
to the
are.
contrary.
You're like, but I could be.
I could be. I'm sure maybe there's one situation where I just get that weird about a guy where I want to fuck his grave, but no offense, Martin.
Martin, could be you.
No, I'm not offended, shockingly. More, thank you for the Family Feud redeem there. Prosecutor Blackwell, you were on the witness stand. You are obligated to tell the truth.
We really care about that in this universe.
Isn't that the rule of the courtroom? Come on, guys, back me up, right? This
Okay.
Tone indicator general.
Isn't that the rule of the courtroom?
Genuine question here.
Isn't it?
That's what we do, right?
All of these complex emotions, they seem to be flowing from one source, his whole.
Jesus.
We got
Dribbling out
Oh.
in little chunks.
Okay.
I think whatever he
sorry.
really saw that day is what's causing these feelings.
I'm 12.
What happened? Oh, the emotions, right.
He's so horny.
Oh, we can probe shit. Okay.
Probe
There's-
his hole.
Probe
Yeah.
his hull. Probe his hull. See? It's
Probe him. He can probe his front hole.
The root cause of all these emotions. Oh, is that what I'm supposed to be doing?
Is your front hole.
Yeah, is your big
Is your
balls.
hole.
Your giant balls.
I'm actually not getting any particularly big reading there, Mr. Wright.
Damn, never
He's got a
mind.
tiny penis.
Okay.
No balls.
Guess that's not it then.
He does have a pussy.
What could have caused Blackwell to react with all of these emotions all at once?
I'm gonna imagine Athena.
Yeah, we can go through the statements, so.
I didn't realize what we were doing. I saw it, that terrible scene. But before I could lead Athena out of there, curse my luck, Dr. Sykes came in. I mean, that terrible scene.
Probe it. Probe her.
Come on.
Yeah, try that.
When you opened the door. When you opened the
door.
door. The door. And saw.
Oh shit! You opened the door, and what you saw?
When you opened the door and saw Athena, you became overwhelmed by your emotions.
Your
You were like,
emotions.
no!
No. You got overwhelmed by your emotions.
He's got you.
Mate.
Oh,
Overwhelmed
don't
by
ask me to
joy.
do Australian ever.
Isn't that right, prosecutor? Prosecutor?
Prosecutor.
Y'all should know better. And though it's pathetic, I admit, terrified to speak of it.
Prosecutor Blackwell. Miss Sykes is innocent. I will always believe that with all my heart.
Yeehaw.
Now, can't you find it within yourself to believe in me, too?
Are we connecting? Athena is innocent. Huh? Can you honestly say that you believe that to be true? Right, Dono?
I think bonk the chat is an option. Let me make sure that that's still
Yeah.
Bonk, soupy bonk. There it is. Bonk the chat. I'm doing it.
I
I give
Why
you
are we
my
bonking the
word.
chat?
I don't know. I give you my word. Now tell me what you really saw when you opened that door.
I saw hole.
Okay.
Curse you, Phoenix, right? It was the hole that a knife left in somebody.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, this is, I assume, the content warning moment, so watch out.
People are gonna die.
There's gonna be
Gore.
gore.
It was a tragedy. One I'll never forget. I'm gonna turn myself on.
Yeah.
When I arrived at the lab, Dr. Sykes was already dead. She was lying on the operating table, while the bloody katana lay on the floor. And standing between the two,
Oh,
covered in blood, was Athena.
I guess that's the content warning.
She smiled, with a far-off look in her eyes, as she sweetly said,
Bitch, better have my money.
Wow. Yeah, what did she say, though?
That's a bitch you want for money.
What did she,
She's
Ah.
just looking at
what
you.
did she say?
Do you-
Did the game glitch?
I don't know.
I think it might have.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. You just had to
Okay,
click.
okay.
Ah.
something's wrong with Mom, so I'm taking her apart to fix her.
That's upsetting. So
She's
yeah,
so
no,
silly like that.
I'll be honest, like, I don't blame someone for giving the game a mature rating for those images.
Yeah.
That's what I saw. And now you have it. Truth. You so desperate.
You're cutting out a bit there.
The truth you so desperately wanted.
There you
Your
go. All we heard was
vocal cord
truth.
too hard.
Desperate.
The-
I was trying to act. I'm sorry.
No, I apologize that we didn't hear your great acting.
Yeah.
No.
Chigao.
Prosecutor Blackwell finally tells the truth. This is what it is?
Can you unsay that for my convenience?
It's beyond devastating. It's fortunate that we're in the trashy courtroom, so there's no stenographer.
I tried to take my mother apart.
All right. That's really fucked up.
I No!
Oh, you're
I
fine.
didn't take
Don't.
a big enough
You're
breath
fine.
for that.
Yeah.
I was like, no!
Well done.
Thanks.
Wow. I mean,
We got through it.
possibly the darkest backstory for a Phoenix Wright protagonist.
Probably. So it was me. I'm the one who killed my mother.
Having said that, there might be more to it.
Who hasn't killed their fucking mom? Come on.
Athena.
As I said, right. Excuse me, I went through puberty there. The truth isn't always pretty, unlike me.
You'd think he'd be a little more sympathetic.
No,
Yeah.
I'm too beautiful.
Nah.
I'm here to deliver the ugly truth, and that's why I am so beautiful. Murder, disassembly on an operating table, a scientist using her daughter as a guinea pig. Sadly, it appears that my theory was correct after all.
Objection!
It's true that Athena didn't like her mother's research, but you dare cast aspersions on my mentor by claiming Athena was used in such a manner. Dr. Sykes could be...
Oh, we've lost you, Marin. Are you there?
Am I
Oh,
lagging?
it's just.
I'm lagging out of it.
I lagged.
I think we had.
Or
some
did we
internet
all lag
issues.
out?
Yeah,
Oh,
we all
okay.
lagged.
Someone, yeah.
Something happened.
But she loved her daughter with all her heart.
Buckatato, this is the main reason why people love Athena so much. After Apollo getting just about no backstory whatsoever, I'd question that. Capcom went ahead and gave Athena this as if to say, you dare to doubt us? Fine then, let's show you what we can do.
I mean, they could have just given Apollo the backstory in this game.
Yeah.
I think
To
the
be
issue with
honest.
Apollo is that
Boy.
they can't decide on the
Yeah,
backstory. I don't know
and
if it's that they
the
didn't give him
next-
one.
The next time we do this, it's even more backstory. So
Mhm.
But no, I'm very impressed.
She loved me?
Your mother hated to see you suffer because she could hear the voices of people's hearts. She wanted to set you free of your pain, so she worked tirelessly on her research. Do you remember those headphones you hated so much?
Yeah, I hated them.
they sucked.
Thanks for reminding me of that, too.
My God.
Yes. My head hurt every time I wore them. And they had
No.
those Haruhi Suzumiya ribbons on him.
No, Athena, it's just the opposite. It was your stupid hairband that hurt you. They emitted sound waves to nullify emotional input from the voices of people around you. Your power was much stronger then than it is now. And those headphones were what enabled you to carry on with everyday life.
She could just given her AirPods.
Yeah, exactly.
We're in the future, dog.
No, that can't be true. Then why? Why would I have done something like that to somebody who loved me so much?
Her love for you was real. That I can guarantee. That's why
I'm cutting out again.
All right. That what happened had to be some kind of mistake. I couldn't.
Oh, I think it might just be lag that's doing it then.
Again.
Yeah, we lagged out.
Yeah, we're having lag. So possibly maybe we wrap up soon just because lag seems to be we're having some
What's
buffering issues.
happening?
Mhm.
Oh.
Oh no.
Let's get through
Yeah.
this
Okay.
if we can,
Sure.
because we're almost done with
Apologies,
this
folks. I know it's a bit of an emotional moment, but we're having some technical issues there.
Such is life.
So you took the blame yourself. You and your mentor are more alike than you know. Ponko was a witness.
No, I'm gonna switch. Ponko was a witness, so I put it in the case, held Athena close, and vacated the lab. Blackwell is a trans feminine now. I threw Ponko away in the boarding lounge trash chute.
I'm pretty sure we've
Nice.
talked about his pussy before anyway, so.
Yeah, that's true. I guess I can go either way. I hid the case on the Space Center grounds.
It would seem that we now have all of the facts of this case.
Hold it!
No, not yet. It can't end like this.
Objection!
Do not disgrace yourself, Mr. Wright.
The truth has been revealed. Or are you the type of man to turn your back to things that disagree with you?
I mean, you disagree with me. I turn
Yeah.
my back to you quite a bit.
That's because I tell you to. And
But
then
then
I
turn
tell
around
you,
again after I hear the sobbing.
I tell you to turn around, and then I tell you to bend over, and then I tell you to take it like a good boy.
I'm not, but this. I can't give up
Bratty
now.
bottom.
I have to say something, anything, even if it's a bluff.
All right, Brad.
I've always managed to pull through that way in the past. I have to make it work.
Hey, phrasing!
Thank you, PK Luigi, for the phrasing redeem. The defense is prepared to present evidence.
Booty.
Mr. Wright,
Mr. Wright. Yes, Athena?
it's okay. You can stop now. I don't want you or anyone else to suffer any longer for my sake.
Athena, what are you saying?
I killed my mother. That's the truth.
I mean, it's more the truth that you disassembled your mom. I feel.
You were just being silly.
If
You were
not
just
for the
being
fact that she was
silly.
dead, she would be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like Prosecutor Edgeworth said. We have to face it, no matter how much it hurts.
Face it.
Man, what a bunch of suck-ups.
Alpha Rabbit, thank you for the 100 bits. Even if Athena is guilty, could they even do anything here? Does the statute of limitations plot point not apply here?
It's only been 7 years.
It's only been 7 years, and Ace Attorney won the statute of limitations is 15 years.
And in real life.
In Ace Attorney. Parentheses. And real life, I
life.
guess.
And real life.
Did you say this?
Is it? Though I feel like it depends on like where you're at for the statute of limitations in real life.
And the severity of the crime.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, I think
I admit my
minor
guilt.
crimes have a shorter statute.
Yeah. And then some crimes don't have a statute of limitations at all. I'm like lagging out a lot of.
Oh dear.
Can you guys hear me?
I hear you now,
Yeah.
yeah.
Was that
Oh.
all of us again?
I think it
No.
But are we okay?
You're cutting in and out.
I think you might have
Right.
lag right now, Soupy. Sorry.
Okay.
We're caught up, though. Maybe.
Can you hear me now? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. But could I please be granted just one chance to tell everyone what I recall?
Huh. It appears Miss Sykes is much braver than you, Mr. Wright. What say you, Your Honor?
Eldritch Moth says they liked Ace Attorney so much they made law real.
Whoa.
Lawyers
Fun
are
fact.
real.
In light of her courage, will the court give Miss Sykes this opportunity to confess?
Very well. Then if you would, please take the stand, Miss Sykes.
All right, maybe this is a good place to call it since we're having lag issues
Yeah.
across the board.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Feels like it would be self-explanatory what we're doing, so we shouldn't have too much confusion next time.
Yeah.
But
I
this will
will
probably be the
anyway.
final
Yeah.
stream, right? After this particular.
Well, we have DLC.
Oh, I think it'll be at least 2 for the whole trial to be over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it 1 trial day or 2 for this one?
I believe it's 2.
Wow.
Oh, okay. So we're.
And then we'll have like all the post game stuff.
Right.
Right.
So that
Okay.
tends to take some time.
All right. Karika, thank you for the 10 bit. It's been fun. Love you all. Take care. Have a great night. See you all next time. Bye. Yes, indeed. On that rather sad note, on that traumatic tale,
From a filled note.
a trauma-filled note, we're going to call it there. Thank you for joining us this weekend for more Ace Attorney, folks. I'm going to see if there's somebody I can raid. We're going to raid Master Gur, I think. Unless anybody in the voice chat has anybody you'd like me to raid.
Master Gur.
Master Gur, all right. We're going to raid Master Gur. Oh, I can hear my own voice. Not sure how that's happening.
Master Gur.
Master Gur,
Okay.
all right. We're going to raid Master
Neil
Gur.
Newborn is.
Oh, hang on, I'm hearing my own voice. All right. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. All right. We're going to raid Master Gur, who's playing Pokemon Heart Gold / Soul Silver. It wouldn't surprise me if it was some sort of modded variation on it. Really quickly, before we head off, Marin, was there anything you wanted to say to people before we go?
Thanks for hanging out. Hope you guys have a nice Monday.
Have a great Monday. Yes, indeed.
Tomorrow.
Soupy, you conniving bitch. Was there anything you wanted to say to the stream chat before we go?
Just thanks for joining us, everybody. Conniving bitch out.
And I'm going to give another shout out to Dwarfy Show as I ask Karina, is there anything you wanted to shout out or promote before we head off?
Just that. Thank you for having me. Drawfee will be streaming tomorrow evening.
For all your
If you'd like
Scrimblow
to come.
needs.
We got Scrimblows aplenty. Check it out.
There's Scrimblows, there's Florbos.
Oh,
They got
and
everything.
4 meow meows like crazy.
Oh, and meow meows.
What about Woobies?
No.
Oh,
A Wooby free
not
zone.
my Wooby.
All right, we're popping out. We're popping out this
No.
week. Thank you so much for hanging out, guys. Thank you for playing some Ace Attorney with us. We'll be back again next Sunday, hopefully with more sad content.
Woohoo,
Yay!
Des.
We love the sadness. All right, bye.
Bye, everybody.
Ciao, 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 ciao,
Ciao,
ciao, ciao, ciao.
ciao. All right.